Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me today. Now, I'm going to do something a bit different today. This is something, I had a bit of a tidy up and I found this project which I actually, I learned how to make this at one of our team retreats, and I'd kind of forgotten all about it really. So this is using a retired DSP, but we were taught how to make this, and it opens up like so, and it can hold like cards or whatever. So yesterday I made some little mini cards. The idea is that we're going to make a little doodah for those to sit into. Okay, and it's all done with folding, so you don't actually have to cut anything at all. It's just an origami little book thing. So I thought that was really cute, and I rediscovered it. So I had to look back and undo it and work out what the measurements were again, because I couldn't find any actual instructions lying about for it. So we're going to bring in this piece of cardstock from the Peony Garden suite. Okay, so I've got the really nice geometric pattern on the one side, but then we've got the floral on the other side. And as from the sample you can see that having the double-sided cardstock, or rather designer series paper, is really key to making this work. And I'm going to just trying to get that so that you can actually see my my ruler at the top there, and find my little notes, because I cannot remember all of these measurements. But this is a full 12 by 12 sheet. Okay, so we're first going to go for 1 7/8 of an inch. Okay, and then we're going to go to 5 3/4, 6 1/4, and then 10 1/8. Okay, right. So we've got a spine here, and then the fold back portions here. We're going to turn it around, and we've got 2 score marks at 2 1/2 and 8 1/4. Okay, so these two portions are not going to be the same size. They need to overlap for the thing to actually fold together and hold together. Okay, so you don't want it to meet in the middle, it won't work if you do that. Okay, so that's all the scoring. Oops. I will put those score measurements both in my blog and in the description. So I'm just going to turn that back to the first set of marks. Okay, so this is where you need to decide which is going to be your fold back. Are you going to fold back the pink, or are you going to fold back with the grey? I think I'm going to fold back with the pink. So let's do that and burnish that. Okay, so in that case then these ones need to fold this way to create our spine. Okay, of course it doesn't really matter, you can kind of bend this the way you want to once you've burnished everything, but I just think it's easier to crease your lines where you're intending them to end up. It's nice and straight. So that's what our front is going to look like. Okay, grey with the fold back on the pink. So our inside is going to be pink with the little grey flaps in. Okay, right, before we do anything else, we will fold up these portions like so. And like I say, they should overlap like so. There's about 1/2 inch or something that overlaps those. Okay, so you're kind of getting the gist. So you fold back your front pieces, and then these fold down and up like so. Okay, but now we want to create this nice little V that we had in the other portion, and we do that by folding these corners in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to fold that corner in against that score line. It's not measured or anything, we're just folding it in. Same on this one, just holding that corner in place and giving that a sharp crease. And we'll do the same on this side. You can glue these down if you wish, but it isn't actually necessary. This, by the way, this was the idea when we were taught how to do this. It came from Karen, who is Denmark Crafts. I'll link to her page. Okay, so we fold them back on itself like that, and then these bits go in like so. Now personally I like the big portion towards the bottom, if you know what I mean. So those just slot in there, and that just slots in there, and that, my friends, is our book. Okay, so what you might want to do is just reinforce these creases a little bit now that we've got all these layers of paper. Okay, give it a really sharp crease, and the same with this one. Just to really enforce that spine so it sits nicely. Is that not super cute or what? Okay, so you have actually got kind of a pocket here as well. Okay, so you could secure this spine if you wanted to. It's not actually necessary to hold the project together. And then you've got the pocket this side as well. The middle portion goes all the way through, so stuff will fall out the other side if you do decide to use that pocket. So just bear that in mind. You could, I suppose, seal that up, put a bit of glue in down that seam, and then it'll keep everything secure. Okay, so that's the basis of our little booklet. Ahead of time, I've already stamped this large peony, which we can now die cut while you're here. So this is the prized peony stamp set and coordinating peony dies. These are a bundle in the annual catalogue, and the papers all come in the suite of products, so you can get the whole lot that coordinates together. Some really cute elegant faceted gems that coordinate with this suite as well, and the suite has this beautiful shimmer grey granite ribbon, and there's also this wonderful petal pink ribbon as well that also coordinates. So there's lots of stuff that you can get that all coordinate together. So I use my petal pink marker to add the colour there, and the green is actually mint macaron. Okay, that's going to go on the front, maybe a little bit more like that so that there's a bit more contrast. Okay, and I was debating which ribbon do you think is going to look best. I think the sheer ribbon might tie better, if I'm honest. So I'm reckoning we're going to be using that. I don't think I'm going to put, yeah, we'll use the pink. So I want a nice good length of this, because we want to be able to wrap it round and tie it up. So there's a good old couple of feet of ribbon there. We're going to secure onto there. I'm just finding the middle, middle-ish anyway. And we'll loop that around. Just eyeballing that really, just that the tails are even, and we are going to secure that with a bit of tape, which you won't see once the flower is on over the top, which you can do flat or with dimensionals. I think what we'll do is we'll do this flat so that it can easily go into like a handbag or whatever, and it will help keep that ribbon in place as well. So I'm not going to put a sentiment over this, so I'm just going to leave it plain. Just going to leave it as it is. Probably would have been easier for me to put that flat one in. Yeah, obviously that's just going to take a couple of seconds to dry. But not very long at all. And then the cards that we've made, that we made yesterday. So there are some coordinating envelopes that I had as well. So I was thinking we could put those in there. Right, those ones in that side. Okay, and then we could have 3 cards in each side. So it's going to be nice and full. And I think that's a really sweet little gift, or this could even be something you give to someone, you know, as a wedding gift, so they can send out their thank yous after a wedding. Send that to a bride. So I'm being fussy about positioning those. So it's going to really squish down, be a nice sturdy gift, and then all we need to do is tie that into something that looks like a bow, hopefully. Yep. So I just want to make sure everything's in there. And then we can mess about with the loops. So put it really tight, and then we can mess about with that to your heart's content, and you can either leave that super long or just trim it down just a teeny tiny bit. I think we can probably get away with trimming that down just a little bit. But have it generous enough so that anyone else can tie the ribbon too. And that's it really. That's what I wanted to show you. Obviously you can fuss and faff with that as much as you like, depending on how you want to present it. But I hope that's given you a little bit of an idea of what to do with that. So like I say, that was the original that we learned to do. Happens to be the same ribbon, and that just had a sentiment on the front, and those are the nested dies. But I also made almost like a double version, So this was the one I was messing about with. So this is the poinsettia place papers. They may still be knocking around in the as we're coming to the end of the winter catalogue. I'm not super sure if they're still in stock or not. And this beautiful red ribbon. So when we open this one, and what I've done with this is created some little tags and some notelets. It's more of a sort of a little memory book than a card thing. And I actually made one in slightly different dimensions. It's a bit I was messing about with the dimensions, so it's a bit untidy. So the same in the back there, and then in the middle there's some more cards there. So that one was slightly different dimensions and slightly different score lines, which really hurt my brain trying to work out. But yeah, that ended up like that, which is also fabulous. And this lovely red ribbon across there. So again, because of the sentiment on the front, this was kind of anticipated to be kind of a thank you gift that you would give to someone who could then either journal some memories or stick some pictures in or whatever. So that was the idea behind that one. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and that you give it a go. As always, I'll link to the products. If the paper's still available, I'll link that as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely Christmas, and I'll see you soon. Okay, take care.